Hi guys, it's Mark from Burton Bibles back with another video overview of a Cambridge Bible. This one is an old out of print Cambridge Bible that recently came into my possession. I had a chance to do a quick video overview which I recorded a week or two ago. I have actually moved this Bible on. I gave it to a friend who was looking for a zip closure Bible. But we're talking about the Sapphire, the Cambridge Sapphire reference Bible. It's a little bit smaller than the Cameo, but you will see from the video overview that we're about to go through that it is fantastically readable. Really beautiful print and paper in this Bible. So I hope you enjoy the little video overview that I managed to record before I passed this Bible on. It isn't as detailed because I don't know a massive amount about this edition. I would like to know a bit more about it, so if you know something about it, please do put some details in the comments. But it is a wonderful little Bible, so I really enjoyed doing this video and also giving it away to a friend. So I hope you enjoy the video and we'll catch up on another one soon. Thanks, bye. Okay guys, let's take a look at this lovely little Bible here, which as I said is no longer available today, sadly. It is a really nice edition that we're going to share with you here today on the channel. So this is a zipped Bible. There's not many of them on the market at all, and just to give you an idea of the dimensions of this Bible, we are looking at a Bible that is about 17.5 centimeters tall, and it is about 12.5 centimeters across. And in terms of thickness, it's very slim, nice slim Bible. You're looking at about 1 inch thick, 2.5 centimeters. So nice, lovely and compact. Let's just compare the footprint to the Pit Minion. As you can see, it is very similar to the Pit Minion, if a slight tad bit smaller. So that should give you a good idea of what we're looking at here. In terms of the Cameo, again, it's smaller, even smaller again than something like the Cameo. So that's just something about the physical dimensions of this Bible. It's a similar thickness as well to that Pit Minion. So I think that gives us a flavour of the dimensions. This cover is really nice and this zip is just fantastic. I think if we get inside of the zip, we'll have a little there's a little piece of information in here, I believe, on the zip. It's actually called a slider, and it's got a nice little cute little note there. If you have a read of that, it gives you some instructions on this slider. So it's specific to this Bible. It's a special fastening system that it doesn't damage the page edges. It's done in a particular way, and if you look at the inside of this slider, you'll see that it doesn't sort of protrude to damage the Bible. It's covered by this fabric, and the zip, as we call it, slides and fastens it like that. So really nice. Let's have a look inside then. So we've got cardstock in there. There's a few card presentation pages, and here we have the interesting page that we're looking for. This is the Sapphire 16MO with refs. It's pronouncing text, and this particular Bible, the Sapphire, was printed in Great Britain. No longer available today, which is a great shame, because I think as we have a look in it, we all see that it is an absolutely fantastic King James Version text. Really like this text. It is, I mean, font size, I would hazard a guess and say it's somewhere around a 7, maybe 7.5 point font. It's a double column format, it's chapter and verse, and you'll see we've got center column references there. There isn't the sort of lines demarcating the columns and the references which something like the Cameo, for example, would have. But you can see we've got a bold, it's almost a bold number reference system here for the Sapphire references. And we've also got the little letters familiar to us, to those of us who use the Cameo. The letters which give us the cross references. There's a good view of that text, and it is really nice. This is a compact, slim Bible, remember, ever so slightly smaller in its footprint than the Pit Minion, and it is easier to read. It's not just easier to read, it's way easier to read. We've got running headers across the top, no chapter breakdown, so this is very familiar to me with the Cameo. It's almost like a slightly mini Cameo. So I really like this lovely little Bible. I'm giving it away to a friend who was asking me about zip closure Bibles, and to be honest, there's not that many on the market, but I think this would be perfect for him. So yeah, it is absolutely lovely text, and as common in Bibles of this age from Cambridge, it's a black letter text. So we have that. It's a pronouncing text, so if we go to the early chapter of Matthew, we'll see that there we go, it's a self-pronouncing text. In the back we've got very little, just some maps, which are the old style maps that we have here. So it's just a lovely dimensions, very compact but very readable. And this is just going to be a quick video today, as I've got things on today. So let's just take a look and compare. So just so you can get a good feel for this. So we've mentioned the Pit Minion a lot. We open the Pit Minion, and that is the comparison between the text. Okay, so it's bolder, it's ever so slightly larger, and it's just easier to read. And it's as slim, and it's just that little bit, as you can see, just that little bit more compact than a Pit Minion. Let's have a look at the Cameo that we've mentioned. So the Cameo, boom, Cameo comes on the scene, and immediately we've got ever so slightly larger font size. I think it's an 8-point font in the Cameo, so this must be somewhere around a 7-point probably. But it's very similar. It's very similar to look at. It's nice and bold, and it's got that similar style of references and the running headers with the lack of chapter breakdowns and things. So, and as you can see, it's decidedly smaller in footprint than the Cameo, and it's a touch slimmer as well. So that's a comparison between the Sapphire and the Cameo. If we look at the personal reference edition, which is the sort of shrunk down Concord, again, there's some similarities there. The font size looks very similar actually in this case, and it's again pretty bold text, but I still think this is more readable, you know. I really do. See what you think. But it's a beautiful text, absolutely beautiful. And do you know what? The paper is amazing. This is India paper, but it is almost completely opaque. Look at that. Just look at that. You can't detect any ghosting through it, and the camera accentuates it. I mean, there's the comparison with the Personal Concord. Look at that. What a lovely little Bible this is. Now let's compare it with another no longer available Cambridge edition. This is the Compact CR. So let's have a look at the Compact CR, which is a smaller Bible. It's even smaller than this one. So there's your comparison with something like the Compact CR. It's so readable. It's so lovely, isn't it? Look at that. I really like this. Really like this Bible. What about the old Pit Minion with the dual column? There's your comparison there. Yeah, it's a lot more readable. Chapter and verse layout in this old Pit Minion, of course, and this Pit Minion is even slimmer than this one. There's your comparison for slimness. The old Pit Minion's definitely slimmer. Here's something like the old Brevia text. Let's get this one open again. So the Brevia text compares quite favourably. Very readable, a little bit more readable, but it is a thicker Bible. Very similar in footprint though. There's the comparison with the footprint. Almost identical actually, but a little slimmer. The text Bible gives you that little bit more room for the text to breathe, but that's actually a very similar comparison again, if you ask me. Very similar. I say that's the same font size, somewhere around 7.5. I'd go with 7.5 maybe. Nice bold text. So it's so interesting to look at these old editions, isn't it? To see what this Bible offered. So in terms of the range, I suppose it would have fitted in as a mini Cameo. That's what I think it is. We often call the turquoise the sort of grand Cameo, don't we? The big supersized Cameo. But this this would be the other way. It would be the sort of, if you wanted something more compact than the Cameo, that's what you would have gone for, the old Sapphire. It's just lovely, brilliantly readable, very pocketable, goes around, fantastic zip closure. Look at the condition that this is in as well. I don't know the age of this Bible, but let's see if I can just quickly see how old it is. No, but I would suggest this is quite a bit old, maybe 50 years old. But that is just lovely. I hope you found this video interesting, checking out the Sapphire 16MO with references from Cambridge University Press. I hope you found that interesting. And take care. God bless. We'll see you on another video soon. Bye-bye.